Hi guys, it took me a long time to set up a little bit because there's going to be a lot of levels to this. We're going to do our first money spell for the year. We have a lot of elements here that we're going to work with. So I'm going to wait, make sure everyone's on that was waiting for this. Trying to give everyone enough time to get out of work and get home and settled. If you guys are here, put that little hand wave in the comments because I can't see too good over here unless I put it on here so I can also see it. Maybe I'll do that. I really don't want to be distracted by that anyway, so let's see. Okay, I don't want to wait too long, but we will start any moment. If you guys are ready to join the money spell with me, it's going to be for me and the collective. Just put that little raise hand in the comment bar. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be very spiritual tonight because we're calling on a lot of elements, spirits, a goddess, fire, water, air, and earth. Also soul, the fifth element. All right, I'm going to try to make sure I speak high enough. I kind of speak in a lower tone sometimes. Just make sure you guys hear me because my audio is, I don't have my other audio plugged in next to me. I don't want microphone interference over here. So the audio I'm using is through my phone, which is like across the room. So I don't want any too much electrical interference. If I have my microphone here, you could hear me a little better, but I don't want any of that. Okay, so we are going to start here. We are going to be invoking abundance tonight. We're going to be evoking abundance. Everything through communication, writing and speaking, and thought, intentions, 3. Okay, everything's in 3s, triple. We're going to write, we're going to speak, and we're going to imagine, picture, okay? If you guys were excited for this money spell, let me know in the comments. Put the little money bag emoji. I wanted to do this the right time. I usually wait till I just get that confirmation to do something. I have been wanting to do this, but I gotta wait for the day, the time that it feels right, and this was right for me, so I'm going to clear anything here that's not needed for us tonight. I also did have our lucky bunny and our sacred cat here, but they went over there for now, so maybe they'll join us back in. Set your intentions as well in your head, speak it, and write it down. I have everything written down here. We're going to speak it and we're going to think it at the same time. We have our Palo Santo. I'm not going to be looking at or responding to any comments at this time, but I can check them afterwards, or message me, follow me and then message me, DM me if you have any comments, questions, insights, or anything you want to share. Send me a message. That would be the easiest. This is going to be unique because when I do things like this, I draw on what is drawn to me. You might have seen money spells and you're like, all right, I need to get a green candle, I need cinnamon, I need a coin, and I need oil. Boom. Yes, those are good in your money spells. Those help. We will be using those. But also, stop and think and just let your intuition take over for a second. And it will tell you if it calls you to bring something else into it. So that's what I did. That's why I'm going to have a lot of stuff here. I already had it on hand. And don't think if you don't have the things that other people had that you can't do it. That's not true at all. If you don't have cinnamon, it's not going to ruin your intention. It's just something that you could use to call upon. But if you don't have it, don't let it stop you. Use the things that are called to you. If you just have a pen and paper to write it down, then do that. If you don't have the certain color candle, it's okay. Think of green in your head. Okay, so don't let that stop you. Don't say, oh, I don't have this, that, so I can't do it. These are just some things that are used, and I throw in my own things that, like I said, I stop, I think, is anything coming to me right now? Let me look at my cabinets, let me look at my refrigerator. What is called for me to grab? What is called that is telling me we should use this? So that's how I go about collecting things to use, right? Okay, so that I also want to burn a little bit of this. If you guys ever did a money spell, let me know in the comments. Put something if you've ever done a money spell before. Again, put the hand like this, raised hand, if you did the money spell before. And how did it work for you? Fire, water, air, and earth. Goddesses that are here with us. Join us in our money spell for me and the collective. Who's ever watching this, let them speak their intentions now and open up to the energy that we are receiving here with me. Through spirit, through me, to you. with a 369 energy. That embodies our sacred geometry, our 369, that embodies our sacred geometry, that brings us all together. We're all linked through this vibrational energy, our sacred geometry, our 369 elements and elements. My own personal spirit numbers are 97, and I will use those for myself. If you have something 222, you could use that and write it down. One, two, three. Bring our vibration up so we can sync with your vibrations. Our charged water. The water will take form through the vibrations. Let me get it going here. I'm not the best at the sound bowl. Let me get the water vibrating. Okay, and here we go. There goes the sacred kitty, Kimmy. And if you would like to write any of this down, maybe some steps you can take on your own. Thursdays is a good day to do it, which is tomorrow. So I do write everything down. I write it, I speak it, I think it. It's Wednesday today, so we can use Mercury's energy for the communication. We're speaking it. We're going to influence the communication that we speak into existence. Tomorrow's Thursday. I wanted to do it on Thursday, but something was calling me to do it today. So I probably will go over it again tomorrow. And then again on January 18th for the new moon. Yes, so Thursdays you usually invoke Jupiter's influence for, you know, wealth, abundance. And so if you want to choose a day, I would choose Thursday unless another day is calling you. A new moon, like I said, this year new moon is January 18th. So I just wanted to let you know that. So we have cleansing the space. We have our green candle. Grab a pen and a paper so you can write down your intentions, because we're going to burn that after. So I'll give you time to get a pen and a paper. If you're not burning it there, still write it down for me and think it. So I can do this for the collective as well. Okay, so pen and paper. And if you have a green candle, something to light, bay leaf, cinnamon, salt to cast a circle. I like to cleanse with fire and sound, vibration. I usually do use cinnamon. I like to use cloves. I have those on hand. Let me see if there's anything else that we need. Some type of oil, you know, if you have it, like I said. And so I'll give you a little bit of time to get that. I want to see if I can get a higher vibration. Higher vibration here. Help us get a higher vibration. Most people don't have this, so you're going to use humming to invoke your vibration. That's something we can all do. You're going to use the vibration in your vocal cords and hum. You could do it with your mouth like open or closed. It doesn't matter, but you feel the vibration. Think of a cat purring. They have natural sacred vibration, and you hear them constantly purring. So that's the vibration. We don't normally do like humming, but invoke your vibration in the way of humming, okay? That's how you're going to do that. And sometimes I do it because I'm not great at my singing bowl to make vibrations. Sometimes I do, and it really goes, and you'll see the water looks like it's boiling. So yeah, I have to practice my sound bowl, but we still have our, that's why when we speak it, also that's a vibration into the world. We speak it, our vibration, and we hum. So like I said, you don't have to be perfect at everything. I certainly am not. I try, and we set a good intention. So I suggest that. I keep water charged also on copper. I use copper as an element. Excuse me while I take a sip. We have our sacred goddesses, our sacred elephants, our sacred plants. This is just something extra I do. We have, right now we're in the last quarter waning moon, crescent, fire moon. So I pulled my moon oracle cards. So we're going to have that. Our fire, you know, invokes, you know, like passion, energy. So we have our last quarter waning fire moon, because this is the moon phase that we're in now until January 18th, our new moon. And so we're going to speak. Exhale, this cycle is complete. Time to rest, reflect, and release anything that no longer serves you. Trust the void before the rebirth. Invoke passion, action, ambition, transformation, breaking old patterns. And then I get a little bit of chills when I say that. You can also use that if you want to. Just check your moon cycle. This would be, you can use this up until the 17th, until it's a new moon. We have our Egyptian influence here. This is a plate that came off a ship from Egypt. That's what I resonate with. So we will put that here. Right here. Oh, maybe right there. I really don't want it to cover up the goddess here. Okay, so we're going to call to see which goddess is here with us today, okay? We want to know which goddess is here with us today, helping us transform our life with abundance, manifest money to always come in and never go out. Always give us abundance and never take away. Which goddess is here guiding us along the way? Let me see if we can. Let's see if we can welcome. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Venus. Okay, we have Venus. Well, love, beauty, and attraction. So we are attracting money. We also will attract love and beauty. I'll take that. I'll take that on top of attracting abundance. Self-worth is also, she accompanies self-worth as well. So love, beauty, attraction, self-worth. What are we attracting? We're attracting abundance, and we have Venus here with us, which is very nice. I don't speak with Venus very often, so, but she showed herself. Okay, so let me move this over here. Okay, so let's get into this here. Make sure you guys are thinking, writing, and speaking, and using the vibration that we talked about in our vocal cords. And that's why when certain animals can't speak, they have that sound, that vibration. And most importantly, this is what we're invoking. Let me bring it a little closer so you can see. Two, two, two actually is 6. I didn't even plan that here, but we have 2, 2, 2 for 6 here. So look at this image, picture it in your head. And if you don't have a green candle in this and you want to set your intentions while you're looking at this, I would suggest you do that now. So we have this image in front of you, our money, abundance, green, which we're going to speak into existence. You can take a look at the image. You can screenshot it to save it for later. This is just as good as having it in person, in my opinion. As long as you're picturing it in your mind's eye. If it's not in front of you, that's why we have our third eye, our mind's eye, which means when we have our eyes closed, we can still see things. We can still picture things in our mind. If I tell you to close your eyes and picture the sun, right? You're picturing the sun in your mind, but you're not looking at it with your physical eyes. You're looking at it with your third eye. Your third eye. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to burn it on here because I don't want to burn the money. Well, I'm going to move the money before we do any of that. Except the quarters. This will still be here. I put the quarters like in a circle here. And I'm going to put the candle right in the middle, right here. Let me see. How's everyone doing here so far? We have our electrically charged pyramids with the copper and the spiral. How's everyone doing here so far? Okay, we're not asking questions with this. We're going to set intentions. We're going to set intentions. We're not going to be asking anything. We're no asking questions. We're setting intentions and we're bringing in abundance for ourselves. Okay? If you want to bring in abundance, money, wealth, this is what we're doing right now, okay? Yeah. So, We're casting a circle around our sacred space with salt. You can use any salt. I have salt from the Dead Sea. I have salt from the Dead Sea here that I will use. You can do a circle around where you're doing your candle. I would like to keep all this energy protected and to stay within here. I don't want the energy to go out. I want it to stay. I'm going to cast a circle with my salt from the Dead Sea. Because I want to keep all this energy locked in and I want to keep it protected. You can use your regular table salt, anything like that, Himalayan sea salt. That's why if you see any movies like that, that use any type of magic, sorcery, if you're just thinking like Harry Potter terms with a wand, they're invoking fire energy with a wand, and you will see people cast a circle. If you ever wondered what that meant, or if you see something on witches casting a circle, okay? It's like an invisible shield. Like think of a circle or a hula hoop and you stand in it. You're going to kind of be enclosing that energy field so it's not open to manipulation. If something is sacred to you, you want to protect it, right? So just think of that. Have you guys ever seen the experiment with the ants, where they like took a Sharpie? They had a bunch of ants and they took a Sharpie, and the second they put a circle in front of them, they would not pass the circle. They would stay in it because I guess subconsciously, or they know it's kind of like a barrier. So whether or not they could go over the circle because it was just drawn, they stayed within the circle. If you ever seen that little experiment. How's everyone doing so far right now? Are you ready to set your intentions and call upon abundance as we deserve? Okay, so these are also some other herbs that I'm using. So we have this one right here, and I have this one right here. Just in case I need it, but these are my cloves. My cinnamon, of course. Cinnamon, cloves. I have sage. These I pick up at our local health shop, I guess you call it. It's the herbs. They'll sell loose herbs somewhere that you can buy your loose herbs from. Here's our sage. Okay, so I'm going to, right now I'm called to put on a vibration. So I'm going to pull it up here. I'm just called right now for a vibration. So if you want to do this at home too, I'm just searching up money, wealth, abundance, sound vibration. Money, wealth, abundance, sound vibration. Five two eight 777 888. 333. Abundance Pyramid Gateway 3333. Let me see how this sounds.
Start the year strong at Planet Fitness.
Let's see how this sounds to me. If it doesn't sound right, I choose something different. I have to find something that resonates with me when I do stuff like this. Look at it like this, it looks just like my pyramids that I have over here in the front. That's what I use that for. Let me see how this sounds to me. Oh yeah, the tuning fork. Okay. binaural beats. Okay, so this helps. 528. 528 is very transformative. For me, these sounds work better than like the last one. Like it's more like soft meditating music. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking more for this. Angel numbers 888. So if you can hear that. We have our rose hips. I'm also going to still use the cinnamon here. We have our lavender. I'm going to use some more lavender. Lemongrass. And our basil, our sweet basil. I forgot I had this. Sweet basil. I was also called to grab an apple. I'm just going to put it here. Okay. And for me, I'm going to lock everything in with honey, sacred honey. Any honey is sacred. You do not need all of this or any of this. That's why I'm doing it here now. So we can all use this energy for you, for me, and for all of the collective here. We have our goddess Venus, love, beauty, attraction. What we are attracting now is money, abundance, wealth, security, future, and generational wealth. Don't forget that. Generational wealth. You can also write all these words down. Oh, I also had one more thing that I was called to grab out of my cabinet. We have fenugreek seeds. Organic. Fenugreek seeds. I will use right here on top of the honey. And This is also a mix of bay leaf oil, basil oil that I've had been sitting in the fresh herbs for a few years now, as well as my rose hip seed oil. It has been sitting in this oil for a few years. I believe it's almond oil, sesame seed oil, avocado oil, olive oil, maybe almond oil, I believe. Okay. Okay, so if you are writing down these steps, you could do it on your own. And we are at, now we're going to use our candle right now. We're going to write on our candle and write on our piece of paper that we grabbed earlier. So there's a secret code here of numbers. We call it like the cheat sheet of numbers here, that you can get a list of them. There's certain numbers you can call on when you're in pain, when you're in need of something like that. This is for money. And we're going to take our candle. If you don't have the candle, use your piece of paper. I'm just going to here write my name, abundance, my angel numbers, and the numbers 47620. You can write that on the piece of paper. Also, you can write $3 signs. I'm going to write my numbers 9, 7. I'm going to write 4, 7, 6, 2, 0. I'm going to put this down for a second. And then we're going to write on your piece of paper. I'm going to write a $sign in my name. It kind of looks like the Cash App symbol, but how it's a $sign than your name. So I'm writing $sign, my name. And then I write $3 signs after my name. I'm going to write actually what I wrote on the candle again. So I wrote my name, abundance, wealth, my numbers, angel numbers 9, 7, and then I write 4, 7, 6, 2, 0. And I'm going to also pull another card from our angels and demon deck. And I'm writing and collective, and for collective. Since I'm not only doing this for myself, I'm doing it for all of you guys. So I write and collective. And then I write infinity because I want this infinity to include generational wealth. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm going to use something like any part of our DNA, so saliva, right? So I take this off. I'm going to spit on the paper. Okay, this gets my DNA. Here we go. Fold it 3 times towards yourself. 1, 2, 3. If you already have an angel that you work with, if you have a goddess or a god you work with, if you have a spirit guide you work with, if you have a deceased relative that you work with, you're going to call upon that energy that helps you guide any other day. Okay, so 3 times towards me, okay? We're going to prepare the candle. We're going to dress the candle. Seal it in, lock it in, okay? Just going to put this paper here for a moment. Just going to use oil, cinnamon, okay? Try not to get the oil on the paper. I'm just going to put it on my hands here. Just got the herbs. Going to rub it all over where I wrote here. I have my basil, my bay leaves oil, and my rosehip seed oil. This smells good. Okay. Our cinnamon. We'll go right over the oil. It'll like stick. Just a little dusting of it. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. I'm right next to my balcony door. I'm going to open it a little bit so I can bring in the element of earth, and it's raining outside, and the moon. I'm going to open my door here. For you, you can open up a window. I would open up a window, bring in air. Here it's raining, right? So I'm going to use sacred rainwater. And any energy from the moon, I don't think we can see it. I look, but I'm going to do that right now. Okay. Were you guys able to find the beats and use your vibrations? I'm going to use this mugwort also as sacred smoke. Inhale, exhale. If you have something like that, hookah, incense, this for me, I'm going to inhale, exhale 3 times. You don't have to do this. This is just something I felt called to, and I have this here. And that's all. You can buy mugwort. I believe I got mine on Etsy. 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to burn. And now we're going to burn our candle. I'm going to read something I just wrote down that came to me as what I want to say. Sometimes I lose kind of like the ability to speak on what I'm thinking when I'm like honed in like this. So I noticed that for me, writing it down will help. If I'm in the shower and I'm just thinking of something, or I'll get out or something like that, I just write it down so I can use it for later. So I have, okay. After we light the green candle, we're going to set our intentions. Feel free to write your own, set your own. This is for the collective who didn't do this or doesn't have this. You can draw upon what my set of intentions are going to be right now. I'm going to speak it, see it, read it, and hear it, okay? Then we're going to use a long set of tweezers that I have, something like that. We can burn the fire. This has some extra oil in it, so I don't want to ignite any type of flame. So once I burn the paper and candle, it's going to transfer over to here where there isn't any oil or anything like that. Also going to sprinkle cinnamon on my paper before I do any of that. On this side, and on this side, I'm going to seal it with a kiss. Okay. All that guides us and protects us, we are calling on you to provide our lives, the lives of our family and friends, for abundance, wealth, also health, positivity, and love through generations to come after me, and all the generations that walk with me right now. I invoke the elements as a charged force that moves through vibration. I call on my ancestors, spirits, guides, goddesses as guiding energies to shape our current reality into overwhelming abundance. Money, money in my pockets, money in my hands, money in my bank accounts, and generational wealth run freely through me and to the collective. Come to me, money, money, money. Abundance, abundance, abundance. 369, 369, 369. We call on the sacred number combination of 47620. May we never have hardship. May we never have struggle. May we never have not enough money. May we always be able to provide. Because we honor earth, elements, mother, mind, body, and spirit. And we will continue to honor. Here's our piece of paper. This paper is our promise to you, as our intention to always keep you sacred as you provide for us. We honor your spirit. And this paper is going to be our new reality. Under our moon cycle, under our protecting goddess, under our protecting spirit guides, ancestors, angels, and anyone else that is guiding us in a protective, loving, and safe energy only. We only call upon light energy, good intentions, good spirits, and we will not bring in anything other than that. And I have set my word on that. As ashes and ashes, dust to dust, we give everything back to our earth elements, and we take nothing with us except our soul. We return right back to the ground and elements that we were made from. And we also have two flames that formed on their own over here, which is confirming our 369. Now one flame blew out. And now we have two flames, you see that? I don't know if you could see it, but from the one flame, there was two small flames right here. The one blew out, and now we have one. Let's take a closer look so you can also embody this energy with me. And here is our lucky bunny that just came to join us here at the perfect time. And he is trying to escape outside. No escaping, Murphy. So we're also going to pull, while the candle is still lit, our angel and demon heaven and hell oracle. I would love to invoke the spirit of our angels to guide us on this abundance journey so we know what to do with it, so we can keep it sacred, so we don't use it in a malice or foul, hurtful manner. Our angel guide is going to keep us grounded and watch over us so we don't use this in the wrong way. When the money starts to come in, we turn to our angel guide so they can help us not get greedy, help us not use it for bad, only for good. Because people do this and get money, and then what happens? Nothing good. We're not asking for abundance for that reason. We're asking for it so we can provide for our family, ourselves, and our generations to come. If we have enough to be philanthropists, then I highly recommend you do that. Please reveal what angel will be helping us, me and the collective, to ensure that when our money starts to come in, it's not being used in the wrong way and it flows with abundance for eternity until we have no need for it, until our soul goes back to the source. Money is not evil. But let's not think that money is evil, because you could help a lot of people here on the physical realm. Oh, okay. 2 cards came out, so we have 2 guiding angels here. Thank you. It also shows the demons that are going to be trying to make sure that doesn't happen. The demons here, they're going to try to trick you. That's where the trickery comes in. They will try to trick you into using your money for bad. And we have the angel that will combat that. But so we are aware of what to look forward to, because it's always nice to know where are your enemies, like located. What are they trying to get to you and at you? And if we're aware, we're more conscious of it. We have the angel of love and submission, and I feel like that was brought to us by Venus. And it also looks like Venus. Rehael. Also number is 39. Very important. Wow. 39. This is such divine completion. The second card we got was 6-9. Did I just not say 369? Let me show you this. Oh, wow. The 2 angel and demon cards we received. Three, 9, 6, 9. Thank you for confirming these numbers with us. As we called on the 369 energy, it showed itself to us. So we have love and submission here for this angel, invoked on by Athena. We also have, okay, so the second angel is fines, as in to pay a fine, fines and unfair costs. Costs have to do with money. So I'm glad that this is an angel that is also associated with unfair costs, fines, money, and that has to do with a financial institution. The demons that are trying to block that abundance from us, they're trying to invoke cruelty and restitution. Okay. But our angels love and submission. And our angel finds an unfair cost, which we do not want. That's why we're rebuking anything that is unfair cost to us, any fines to us that is not deserved. Okay. Oh, Venus. That's right, Venus, not Athena. Athena is another beauty god, but we have Venus here. Venus looks like has invoked also an angel that she works with, like I said, with love and submission. And 3969. I love that. Okay.
Helen Hansel was able to win any competition she took part in. She was known as the contest queen because she had won.
Okay, that's perfect. I was just going to shut it off and it just was ending at that moment. So that's perfect. We are going to read for our first angel, love and submission, 3-9, and see what the message is to us. So this angel says, quickly forgiving God, referencing the scripture Psalms 3010. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy upon me. Lord, be thou my helper. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but Rahael is the name. Rahael provides cures for illnesses and helps people and helps you obtain the mercy of God. It rules over health and long life and influences paternal and I can't read it. Something love and the obedience and respect of children for their parents. So it's like a father-child, mother-child dynamic, where it's saying, and for us, we're the children and the source is our parent. So that's how we're going to take it for what it means to us. And also it is saying, like, let your parent guide you. Submission here, love and submission. Submit to our source, submit to the power within us. We are the children, references child, and our source is referencing the parent. I'll always keep love in your heart for them. And like I said, submission just means submit to their guidance and what their higher spirit can bring to us, bring us knowledge. And we have to stop thinking we know everything, and we have to stop trying to use what we think we know and not listen to the higher source. Come on, Murphy. Murphy. And we have the lucky bunny here. So that is just reminding you that kind of for this, what we're talking about is let source handle it as the parent and us as the children. And then we have 6-9. Yes. 6-9. 6-9 says God sees everything. This is the other angel, Roshjal, if that's how you pronounce it. And the message just says God seeing everything, which meaning the source, whoever. So God see everything, the source, which means they're seeing what you're doing, what's going on. So don't pretend here when you're praying to the source. Don't say one thing and do something else, because it's being seen and observed. That's what this says right here. References scripture, Psalms 16, semicolon 5. The Lord is the portion of my inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintaineth my lot. So this message, I like this, that it, in reference to us, Lord is the portion of my inheritance, right? So that means it's not all wealth inheritance, right? A portion of it is to our God, our Lord, our source, whoever is source to you. Okay, that's why it says Lord is a portion of my inheritance, right? So just important as money and abundance, that's a portion of it. Even if we're not invoking it with words, just keep that in mind is what it's saying, right? Thou maintaineth. Oh, it says, and of my cup. Cup usually meaning abundance, water, water sign, cup. Just think like when you're thinking of abundance, sometimes people reference like my cup is flowing over, overflowing of abundance. And this also references inheritance of my cup. Thou maintaineth my lot. So maintain the cup. Make sure, it doesn't drop below half. Maintain it. That is something good that we know that's being watched over. Okay, so it's making sure you're maintaining it so it doesn't get below a certain level where you can't sustain yourself. It says, distinguish in law and their knowledge of customs and spirit of the laws of all people. Rachel finds lost or hidden objects and knows the person who has removed them. Also rules over renown, fortune, and succession. Well, that's perfect because that's what we want to embody and invoke. So let me show you this here, because almost every time I do something like this, it's like you wouldn't believe it unless I'm doing this here real live to show you. Like 3, 6, 9 cards pulled flew out automatically, both together. I was only looking for one card. Usually only one card flies out. Sometimes when I do my other decks, silver ones, every time I do an oracle deck, the cards are so big, so it's usually one card flies out, and these flew out at the same time. So it's saying, in order to keep true to ourselves, don't forget source is source, and we are the children, and it sees everything, so don't try to deceive it, okay? And then we have this right here, which this is kind of unbelievable, but it says, this is crazy. Oh, and the other one also will also references health, so I love that. Not only money, also health. Where does it say that? So it will find the person, and it says remove them. That is like taking anything away from you, hidden objects, losing anything like that. They're removing them. So if you can see, the last line, where is it? In succession. Look at the last line if you can see it. Screenshot it, then you could make it bigger. It's the last line. Well, here's the last line, but from here, he rules over renown, fortune, and succession. Fortune, succession, succeeding this down the line for generations. I feel very blessed knowing that. I feel very blessed knowing that, okay? I also encourage you to take a picture right now. Take a picture of this, so you can take a look at it. Save it, make it your screensaver even. And this will also remind you, you can go back to this image and pull on this energy that I'm doing here. When you want to do your own at home, you can look at everything here. If you would like to take a screenshot or a picture of it. I'm going to put these cards here. Whew. I'm glad my throat chakra didn't act up right now and interfere with communication that we had. And I'm going to also take a screenshot for myself. We put it right next to the goddesses in front of our pyramid energy. We have the spiral copper. The candle's still lit, and we're going to let it go out on its own. The candle's still lit, and we're going to let it go out on its own. Just going to get a closer look. Of everything we have here. Sorry if I'm not very steady here. Venus here. I know I said Athena one time. I was thinking also our last quarter waning fire moon. And I will work on my singing bowl so you don't have to be subjected to my bad singing bowl vibrations. Sometimes it's spot on and sometimes it just doesn't do what I need it to do because I haven't, I don't use it every day like I used to. If you didn't catch it earlier, you could also use the vibration by humming. If you don't have anything else, you can use the binaural beats 5 to 8 as we had on now with a tuning fork. Use that for vibration or humming. That's our pyramids if you didn't see it. Pretty. We have our rainbow one as well. Murphy. And let's see the little Murphy. This is our lucky bunny here. He joined us. My daughter's bunny. You want to say hi, Murphy? Oh, yeah? He's probably looking to get into something. I'm going to let this burn until it feels it's the right time for it to go out. And then I will open up for some tarot readings. And also, we're going to go back and to use my dowsing rods again. I know you guys all like that. The first night I came on, I wasn't able to get to everyone, but that was good for everyone that night. Those worked very well. But the little bunny Murphy. I'm just going to change angles here, turn this light back on. I'm going to open the door again to get a little bit more air here. And Murphy will probably want to go outside to get some air. And again, thanking Spirit and our source, our angels, our guides, our goddesses, everyone for showing up tonight and showing that they're there and supporting us and helping to make this come true for us, as we are deserving of abundance. Don't make anyone make you feel like it's not okay to have money. It's not okay if you're going to be greedy and deceiving and you know, like that. But when we are grateful, we use it in the right way. Then it's okay. We use it to help others. Oh, let me do a little angle over here. I'm just trying to find the best place to set up now my phone. Oops. What you doing, Murphy? Oh, so I don't want the wind to block out the candle before it's ready to go out, so. Well, Mr. Murphy, what are you doing over here? Mr. Murphy. What's up? Say hi. You come to join us? Murphy, you come to join us? No. You gonna jump? Okay. All right, I'm going to pause the live and take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back and take some readings and yes and no questions. Thank you guys. Come right back, okay? I'll be back in a few minutes.